Hello students and welcome to GIST classes. Today we are going to study about communication in a commercial organization. Here are the topics which we are going to cover in this video. Meaning of communication, characteristics of communication, elements of communication process, relevance of communication for a commercial organization, types of communication, barriers to communication, methods to overcome the barriers, interpersonal skills required for effective communication. Introduction. Communication is an indispensable element in human relationship. Human beings interact with each other through communication. Effective communication is essential in any type of human grouping like business, government, military, hospitals, universities, communities, etc. In fact, it is difficult to imagine any kind of interpersonal activity which does not depend upon communication. Meaning of communication. The word communication has been derived from the Latin word communis, which implies common. Communication may be defined as inter-exchange of thoughts and information to bring about mutual understanding. Communication involves exchange or sharing an idea, opinion, and facts between two or more persons. Communication is the process of conveying written, verbal, or gestural messages from one person to another so that they are understood. In simple words, exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium is called communication. Characteristics of communication. The main characteristics of communication are two or more persons. Communication can take place only when there are at least two persons, a sender and a receiver. Two-way process. Communication is not complete unless the receiver has understood the message properly and his reaction is known to the sender. Continuous process. A business organization cannot function smoothly without an ongoing circulation of idea, opinion, and facts among its members. Pervasive function. Communication is essential in all types of organization in and in all departments. It is a function of each and every manager. Several media. Communication includes all means which are used to convey meaning of from one person to another. It takes place not only through spoken and written words but wave of hands, wink of an eye, movement of lips, charts, etc. are also means of communication. Elements of communication process: the sender, message, encoding, channel, receiver, decoding, feedback. Here we will talk about the chart in brief. Sender. The sender is a person, group, or organization which initiates the communication process. He or she is the source of communication. Message. It is the physical form in which an idea is expressed. Message may be in the form of oral or written words or physical movement. Encoding. Encoding is the process by which the message is translated into symbols which can be transmitted. The symbol may be language, number, codes, signs, sounds, etc. Channel. Channel means the medium or mode which carries the message to the receiver. It serves as a link between the sender and the receiver. It is the method of transmitting the message. Receiver. Receiver is a person, group, or organization to whom the message is directed. Receiver may be a listener, a reader, or a viewer. Decoding. Decoding is the process by which the receiver translates the message into meaning from symbols encoded by the sender. Feedback. Once the message is understood, the receiver sends his reaction or response. This response is known as the feedback. It verifies the message. Relevance of communication for a commercial organization: increase in size, growing specialization, technological advancement, cutthroat competition, trade union movement, human relation, public relation, and personal asset. Types of communication. Types of communication can be divided on two bases. On the basis of channel, it has formal communication and informal communication, and on the basis of expression, it has verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Formal communication. Formal communication is the exchange of official information that flows along the different level of organizational hierarchy. Informal communication. Informal communication is the casual and unofficial form of communication wherein the information is exchanged spontaneously between two or more persons without following any organizational hierarchy. Verbal communication. Verbal communication is the use of sound and words to express yourself, especially in contracts of using gestures and mannerism. Non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is the transmission of message or signals through a non-verbal platform such as eye contact, facial expression, gestures, postures, and the distance between two individuals. Barriers to communication. Physical barriers. Physical barriers between the sender and the receiver of the message is an important barrier to communication. Personal barrier: difference in level of understanding, judgment, values, etc. of the sender and the receiver restricts the communication. Language barriers: the same word and symbol may carry different people. Sometimes the language used by the sender may not be understood by the receiver. Organizational barrier: when the organizational structure of a firm is complex, consisting of several levels of authority, there are greater chances of distortion or breakdown in the communication. Perception. Perception means interpreting the message in accordance with one's interests and motive. Measures to overcome the barriers. Clarity. The sender must be clear in his mind as to the idea or thought which he wants to communicate. Unless the idea is clear in the mind of the sender, he cannot express it clearly. Completeness. The message to be conveyed must be arranged to create understanding. Incomplete message is likely to be misunderstood and will fail to achieve the purpose. Correctness. The communication must be correct in all aspects. Correct choice of words, proper punctuation, and clear tone facilitates understanding. Objectivity. Every communication should be done with some objective. The language and style of communication depends upon the objective of communication. Aimless communication is a gossip. Timeless. Every message should be conveyed at a proper time. Delayed or outdated messages are useless and only of historical value. Therefore, communication must be in time. Interpersonal skill required for effective communication. Specific speaking skills. Ability to speak well is a valuable skill. Speaking is an art and it can mastered through training and practice. The following guidelines can help you to become a good speaker. Know your subject. A good speaker must know and understand the topic on which he is speaking. He must have full facts to support his arguments. Adopt right posture. A good speaker should maintain eye contact with his listeners. It helps maintain a link and to personalize what you say. Involve your audience. The speaker should involve the audience by asking them to repeat what has been said. Present one idea at a time and take a pause after each point. The interval between sentences keeps the audience expectantly waiting for the next sentences. Use humor. A good speaker should have a sense of humor. He should speak clearly with right volume and tone of voice. Control your passions and use studied calm. Listening skills. Listening with complete attention and empathy is essential for success in communication. Some guidelines for effective listening are as under: positive attitude, as started early; negative attitude, ego, close the mind, and lead to poor listening. Therefore, listening is a positive attitude and do not allow your prejudices to close your mind. Quiet atmosphere. Arrange the lecture speech at a place free from all type of noise. Do not allow telephone or any other equipment to disturb your concentration. No talking. Keep quiet while listening. Try to listen what a speaker means rather than that what he says. Indicate acceptance of occasional yes or nod of head. Question answers. Whenever you are in doubt, raise questions and seek clarification. Asking question also shows your interest, but do not interrupt in the middle of the lecture. Questions raised. Here you can take the screenshot of the following slide so that you can prepare accordingly for the following chapter. Thank you and hope this video will help you.